all, I would like to say you namaste and hello. So welcome to the city. So my name is Santosh. So nice to meet you. So this city known as Bhaktapur or Badgaon, the city has got two names here. So Badgaon used to be very old name in ancient time, and it's a Sanskrit word, okay? Badgaon means, so that means rice and Gaon means village. So that means the city used to be rice village in ancient time, okay? And later it becomes Bhaktapur. So Bhakta means devotees and Pur means city. So that means city of devotees. So this Bhaktapur city is very famous for art and architecture, culture, festivals and traditions. So 81,000 people live inside this old city of Bhaktapur city, and street of Bhaktapur city is 6.88 square kilometers. So in Bhaktapur city we have 85% Hindu here, 10 of them here Buddhist, and rest of here different religions like Christians and Muslim here. So 90% of people of Bhaktapur city, they are the local inhabitants, so we call them Newari. So Newari people speak their own mother tongue language as Newari, okay? So let's talk also the majority of Kathmandu Valley, also Newari community. So one of ethnic group of Nepal is in Kathmandu Valley is Newari, okay? So the rest of the part of Nepal, we speak different languages. There we speak 123 different languages, and also Nepal has caste system where we have 125 different castes. Okay, so this Bhaktapur city is the oldest city of Nepal, because in history it has said that this city was founded earlier than 8th century, which is like thousands of years old. And we know in 12th century this Bhaktapur city become a capital of whole Nepal until 15th century. From 12th century to 15th century, so for 300 years the city became capital of Nepal. But in 15th century, one of king of Kathmandu, when he had 3 sons, and he decided that the 3 cities will be separated into 3 kingdoms. For example, in Kathmandu, there we have Kathmandu Durbar Square, and next to the Kathmandu where we have Patan Durbar Square, and finally we are standing at Bhaktapur Durbar Square. So what does mean Durbar Square? Durbar means palace, square means area. So this is the King Palace area. So from 12th century to 1769, till that century, who became the ruler of Kathmandu Valley? By Malla dynasty. Malla means one kind of wrestlers or one kind of warrior caste. And this Malla dynasty have came from India to Nepal, because that time they are fighting with someone in India. So that means they have lost their battle and they have escaped from India to Nepal. Okay. So before they reach to Kathmandu Valley, they have to stop doing battle with the small kingdoms there, to stop there, because before the Nepal was not one kingdom. The Nepal has been divided into small kingdoms. And finally one day that the Malla dynasty who has reached to Kathmandu Valley, and they become the ruler of Kathmandu Valley approximately 550 to 600 years. So the most of the beautiful constructions, temples, old monuments, craftsmanship that you see around in Kathmandu Valley, which is all done by time of Malla dynasty of Kathmandu Valley. Okay. So in 1769, that time we also have noticed there used to be next dynasty we know as a Saha dynasty. Saha means also one kind of warrior dynasty, and they were very brave, very powerful and strong people. They belongs to the Gorkha. Gorkha is a small kingdom part of Nepal. It's the north side of Nepal, and there has a palace, and there was a king, so he used to rule there. Okay, so the king of Gorkha, his name is Prithvi Narayan Shah. Okay, and he's the one king later who have came to Kathmandu Valley to do the battle with the Malla dynasty. Okay, because the king of Gorkha, what he noticed in Kathmandu, there is lots of prosperity, there is lots of things that he wants. So one day he came to Kathmandu Valley and he started doing battle for many times, and one day he become success to win the battle with the king of Kathmandu, with the Malla dynasty, and that means who occupied the Kathmandu Valley. And then he decided that the Kathmandu will be the capital of whole Nepal. From 18th century, the capital of Nepal was Kathmandu. Okay, so even he is the one king who has also started doing battle with the small kingdoms, because as I told you, so Nepal were divided into small kingdoms. Okay, and he is the one finally king who make the Nepal later united. He is the king who make the Nepal unified. So this was the history between Malla king of Kathmandu and king of Gorkha.
कुन चाहिँ फर्स्ट मल्ल किङ आउने चाहिँ इन्डियादेखि
होइन यहाँ फर्स्ट मल्ल
कुन चाहिँ राजा थाहा छ नाम
यस्तो हुन्छ यहाँ राजा चाहिँ 14 सेन्चुरीमा सरी 12 सेन्चुरीदेखि आउनुभएको थियो मल्ल राजाहरू त्योभन्दा अगाडि नै थियो 1147 कतिमा आउनुभएको थियो तर भक्तपुर सिटी चाहिँ आनन्ददेव राजा भन्नेले फाउन्ड गर्नुभयो भक्तपुर सिटी एन्ड काठमाडौँमा चाहिँ यस्तो छ द किङ अफ काठमाडौँ फ्रम मल्ल डाइनेस्टी हु हिज नेम इज एच मल्ल from 14th century, right? And most of the beautiful constructions, they were built, started from 16th, 17th, 18th century. So till that, they were started build the temple, but there we have seen just small temples. But it was complete totally in 18th century. Okay. In 18th century, all the Kathmandu Valley has been the temple reconstructed. Okay. So the tour of Bhaktapur starts from there.
Okay.
So we have beautiful gate there, and let's talk in 2015 where we had big earthquake in Nepal.
Okay.
So that time there was more nice gate than now we have seen. So unfortunately that gate was collapsed from that earthquake 2015. And this is after the earthquake renovated.
Okay.
So that gate known as Laku Dhoka. Laku, it's a Newari word. Laku means welcome and Dhoka means gate. So that means welcome to the welcome gate to the city.
Yes.
So if you wander in city for a few hours or for one day or one night it takes to visit the Bhaktapur city. So you see lots of places as like these gates. Okay. And we also know that Bhaktapur city is a bouldering of bricks of wall. You see, for example, so this Bhaktapur city is the wall of bricks here. So we have two lines standing here.
Yeah.
So beside the lines where we have two different statues of Hindu god and goddesses. So on the left side there we have Ugri Chandi. Ugra means the goddess of terrify, and she is the goddess who has got incarnation of Parvati or Durga. Okay, sir. So on the right side there is a statue of Ugra Vaira. Even Ugra means terrify. Okay. So he is the one god who has got next form of Shiva.
Okay.
So, and they both were husband and wife after incarnation. Shiva, wife is Parvati, sir. Okay.
Yes.
And one interesting thing is that, sir, the artist who has carved that beautiful sculptures, later the artisan were chopped up by king, because king he did not want to see same sculptures in other kingdoms. So this used to be the masterpiece, unique for Bhaktapur city, which was built in 17th century during the time of Malla dynasty of Bhaktapur city. So beside these days, they have used as a school, but let's talk in 90 to 80 years before there was a palace. But that palace was collapsed by earthquake in 1934. Okay?
Yeah.
And later, the Radha regiment in Kathmandu Valley, the richest dynasty of one of the richest dynasties of Kathmandu Valley, who have came to visit there, and he donated that buildings. He built that buildings, and even that building was fell down by earthquake in 2015. Okay. So these days that the place running as a school. Okay, sir?
Yeah.
So and lions always means in front of temple, when we see them in front of temple or in front of statues of god and goddesses. So that means where they bring their power, where they bring for protections. Okay. So this is the reason behind having a lion in front of temple or in front of statues of god and goddesses. So sir, you have in Nepal we have basically three different architectures of temple wherever you visit in Kathmandu Valley or either here. Okay. So the first architecture of temple is right over here. So we know as a Pagoda architecture. It's a Nepalese Hindu architecture, and it believes it was originally from Nepal, and later it believes it moved to China, Japan, Thailand, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Cambodia. Okay. So this is the Nepalese architecture. And please, next architecture of temple is right over there.
Okay.
So we know as a Sikhara architecture. Sikhara means Sikhar means it's a Sanskrit word. Sikhar means peak. So that means if you notice the top of temple, it's a peak of mountains. So that's why we call Sikhara architectures. And the last architecture of temple that we have in Nepal, Stupa, Buddhist temple. I hope you have seen quite a lot in Kathmandu Valley. So, and also in some histories, it also says that this architecture was influenced from South India.
South India.
Yes, in many areas. If you visit in South India, in Kerala, you see this architecture is there.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir?
Yeah.
And sir, let me introduce you. Here are 4 different temples of pilgrimage. That means, okay, the people from Nepal, or either any parts of people from Nepal. So when they become aged, when they become old aged, so that means they cannot reach to India, okay, to worship that 4 different temples of pilgrimage. Okay, so king have decided that that he wants to build in his city. So, and the replica of India, the first temple is here, Dwarikanath.
Okay.
Dwarikanath, it's in India state called Gujarat.
Okay. Yeah.
And there is a second temple of Rameswar, which is in Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
And beside this Rameswar, there is one temple these days going on reconstruction because of 2015.
Okay.
The temple was collapsed.
Okay.
And there is Jagannath Puri, it's in Odisha. Okay, and there is Badrinath, it's in Uttarakhand.
Okay.
So these are the, we call Chardham, 4 different temple of pilgrimage. Okay, so why we have built these 40 different temples of pilgrimage? It believes in Hinduism. We have from the beginning we have to worship these 4 different temples, and it believes that after dying we will reach to the door of heaven. Okay, to do mukche. Okay, to get the mukche. So this is how the concept of Bhaktapur King has built these 4 different temples.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
So we go into ahead.
Okay.
The priest to do their tantric practice of worship there. Nirtya, we call in Nepali Nirtya Puja.
Yes.
Okay, so that goes as a secretly for the priest to do tantric worship there. Okay.
Okay.
So let's stay somewhere there, and
Okay.
let me give you more information about this square.
Okay.
First part was very interesting.
Okay, sir. So let's start from there. We have 2 complexes or 2 buildings, which is built from the different periods. So the first building, it was built the time of Malla ruler of Bhaktapur city. So that's why we see beautiful wood carving, on the windows, on a door. So this is in 16th century, and that time that building has been used as a part of the palace. Okay.
Okay.
So this white building later it was added during the time of the ruler of Rana dynasty of Kathmandu Valley, who has came to visit in Bhaktapur city, and he gave donations because that person's, his name is Jangabhadur Rana. He is the first prime minister of Nepal who has got opportunity to go to visit UK. Okay.
Yes.
So he visits there, and he saw lots of buildings there, and after returning back to him in Nepal, and he designed somewhere also in Kathmandu, must have been Kathmandu, and there are very few built by him in this city. Okay.
Okay.
So one of building is right over there, the white building. So that's why we see big windows in that building. Okay.
Buckingham Palace
Yeah.
copy.
Yes. So it was influenced from British
From
to
UK.
took him here. Okay.
Okay.
So and that building later it has been used as a part of Coronation Palace. Okay.
okay.
Rajgaddi, as in Kathmandu. Okay.
Yes.
So these 2 buildings these days running on as a museum of art. Inside the museum you're gonna see like a art that we call Thanka. It's a Tibetan art, okay, which is very famous in Nepal and as well in these days around the world.
Yes.
Because keeping these kinds of art in a home where we have to do meditations, to practice to do meditations,
Yes.
to bring their spirituals, to bring prosperity. Okay, so when you keep in your home, these things comes in your life. It believes in Buddhism. Okay.
Okay.
So and that painting hangs on that building from 14th to 15th century. So but they are still in good conditions.
Okay. Yep.
So down of that museum, sir, we see more 2 lines standing there.
Yep.
And beside where we have 2 different statues of Hindu gods. So the first one is Ugra Vairav Hanuman. So that means one day the Ugra Vairav, okay, he's also god of terrify, and who has taken a form of Hanuman. Okay. To stop that one person, there is one person. His name is Betal. So he is the persons who become very distracting for other human beings. He have stopped doing wrong thing for human beings. So to stop him, and the Ugra Vairav has taken as a form. So that's why we see him sitting on his top on the body of him.
Okay.
Betal,
And
okay?
his name is Betal?
Betal, yeah. He's also powerful person.
Yes.
Okay. So only to stop him there is Hanuman. So,
okay.
So that's why we see.
बेताल चाहिँ के हो खासमा?
यस्तो उसको चाहिँ it was his like the Bhairav, Ugra Bhairav
Negative energy.
negative energy, yes. Ugra Bhairav एउटा transportations as like him, we know.
Okay.
So, and please, next one is the statues of Narasimha. So Narasimha means half human body with the head of lion, and and he's killing two demons, Hiranyakashipu, the king of demon. Okay.
Yes.
So there is just one person who can kill two Hiranyakashipu. So that god, he did not use any weapons. He did not use any powerful things. Okay. Because to kill that demon, there is just one person. It's called Narasimha. Okay, sir. So Narasimha, who has taken form of Vishnu. Okay. So Vishnu is that god who cannot kill anyone. And there is a beautiful story. I hope you know the story of Narasimha between Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad. Okay.
No, we don't.
Okay, you don't know. And so Demon had one son. Demon had a son. So his name is Prahlad, and his son was devotions of Lord Vishnu. Okay. But his father don't want to see his being devotions to someone gods or for others.
Yeah.
But he always said that if there is God, there is just me. Okay. And always his son explained that if there is God, there is someone else. Okay. So that means to kill his son, the Hiranyakashipu, who has tried many ways. So he throw his body to fire, to lake, for river, even from the top of hill, and all the time it was protected by Lord Vishnu to Prahlad, to Demon's son. Okay, sir.
Okay.
So, and Demon, how he become powerful? So he has done staying as a austerity. I know austerity means that who has not eat anything from long time. Okay. Even he don't eat rice, fruits, even he don't drink any water. So he did standing by 1 feet for doing as a meditating, for many years. And one day God came to him and he wished with that God, what do you want? So he said to the God, in this universe, no one can kill me by any weapons, no one can kill me by any human beings, no one can kill me by any birds or animal. Okay? So that means God gave him power and he become more powerful, and he starts showing his power to the people. Okay. So he did lots of wrong thing in his kingdom, but we need to stop him. Okay, we need to kill him. Okay. So, and one day Narasimha take form as a Narasimha to kill that Hiranyakashipu. Okay. So even to kill that demon, it was not possible to kill him in the sky, in a land, not inside the house, not outside the house. And it was really that day, dusty day. That means only the God can see to that demon. And that means the God who suddenly catch his body and he put his body on the lap. Okay. So because if the demon touch the land, the demon become a disappear. So to not to be him a disappear, so God the Narasimha catch him and put his body on the lap. Okay. So and Narasimha killed by his nails. He tears the nails. So it was the weapon to kill that demon king Hiranyakashipu. So there is Narasimha. Okay, sir. And on the right side. On the right side.
Yes.
And one more thing. Sometimes people ask us why on the left statue there is no any colors on his statues.
Okay. What is the reason?
There is a reason behind here. So Narasimha, the Ugra Hanuman Bhairav. So people know him as a Hanuman because we can see his mouth as a monkey. Okay. So that means in Hinduism, what we believe, if worshipped by a god or if tossed by the statues of Hanuman by woman, so it says that that woman won't get married, won't get husband, because Hanuman did not get married in his entire life.
Yes.
So that's the reason we don't see doing offering by anyone's especially god. So and Narasimha, everybody knows that he is the form of as a Vishnu. So that's why always people worship statues of Narasimha. Okay, sir. So these two buildings, they were affected by earthquake 2015, and I hope they might be reconstructed in the future, sir.
Okay. All right.
So please look at over there, straight here, where we have a beautiful alligator here. So that gate known as a golden gate. But actually it's not real gold, it has just gold plated, okay? So what used to be that gate for, in 16th century that gate was built, and that means that time where we can visit inside to see the living goddess of Mallar dynasty of Bhaktapur city, known as the goddess Tulaja Bhavani. So this Tulaja Bhavani they have brought in Kathmandu Valley in 14th century from India, in Bengal, okay sir? And later they have established there as their family goddess. We will visit there also.
Okay.
So that beautiful golden gate has been decorated with the different forms of god and goddesses, because to make the beauty of that gate, okay sir? So just top of that gate where we see many black windows, there we have a palace of king of Bhaktapur city with 55 windows. Okay, so originally the palace of 55 windows, it was built in 15th century, but again it was remodeled in 17th century by that king. We see this stone pillar here. At the top there is the statue of king of Bhaktapur city. His name is Bhupatindra Malla.
Okay.
So being him a king of Bhaktapur city in 17th century, that means in that time he was the greatest king for the city, because who has built lots of temple for Bhaktapur city. Okay, sir?
Okay.
So, and he's folding his two hands and he's kneeling down his two legs on the stone carving of lotus flowers. So that means he's doing their homage, or he's doing giving a respect table to his family goddess, Tulaja Bhavani, sir. And there is a beside there is a reason why there are 55 window palace. So that king, when he become age of 55, and he decide that time he had a celebrate his birth anniversary. So that means each year each windows, because of his being age of 55. Okay. So before there was before it was just the palace. It was not 55 windows because of him. There is a 55 window palace. Okay, sir.
Okay.
So look at over there where we have little big bell.
Yes.
So that means that time that bell has been ring as a bell of communications, emergency, fire and sea, for alert, for alarm, for warning. Okay. So when enemies attack the city, so someone go there and strike the bell, and all the people alert here. So and this happens in old days.
Yes.
But these days, every morning and evening, it rings that by the priest of Bhaktapur city. So,
Okay.
and that bell rings for good auspicious the name of God is Tulaja Bhavani inside the golden gate.
Okay.
So just on the right of that big bell, we see one temple. Also after the earthquake, the temple were reconstructed. So there is a temple of goddess Vastala Durga. So Vastala Durga means the goddess of incarnation of Parvati or Kali. Okay? But many people knows that temple as a Kali, because the people of Bhaktapur city have also noticed many times where they do sacrifice of that animal in front of this goddess Durga or Vastala. Okay? So it was built in 16th century, and this temple is very special than other temples. So most of the temple that we see in the cities are from terracotta bricks.
Okay.
So for example, just down here,
Okay.
so this is called terracotta bricks, and this is called sandstone. Sandstones. Because this kinds of stones we just get from the river, and the river are not nearest in Kathmandu Valley. It's out of Kathmandu Valley. So that means you can imagine in those days how difficultly they have brought up to Kathmandu Valley or in Bhaktapur city. Okay, sir. So just down of that temple there is one small bell.
Yes.
So that means that bell has been ring in 16th century as a dog barking bell. Okay, so what I mean, when someone go there and ring the bell, all the dogs come here and they start crying, bargaining, because the bell sounds as a dog barking. So that means the king of Bhaktapur city at that time, who wants to see lots of dog around him, and immediately who gives the feeding to feed the animals. So there is just one way to ring the bell. And now people don't use anymore. Why? Because in 1934 we had very big earthquake in Nepal here. So that time that bell was fell down by earthquake. So that means we have lost the sound of bell, and no any dog barks. Okay. And see, sir, there is one straight there, small bell, one more. That's the last bell of this square. So that bell has been ring for a time, for a clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So that time there used to be no any watch, and there is no any mobile. So this is the and now people don't use anymore too.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is the square where has shot one movie called Little Buddha from Bernardo Bertolucci.
Yeah.
So this is the square, okay, sir?
Okay.
And also lots of Indian movies they have been shot here. Also Hollywood more movies here. So this is all about for now. This is square. So you can clip some photos of this square, and after that I would like to take you inside the Golden Gate.
Okay.
There is a temple of Pashupati Nath.
Okay.
Pashupati Nath means dedicated to Shiva, Lord Shiva God.
Yes.
And we have a huge temple name of that god. It's in Kathmandu,
Yes.
nearby International Airport of Kathmandu.
Mm-hmm.
So where has Holy River and bank of river where we cremate out Hindu dead bodies there.
Mm-hmm.
So that means we know this is the replica of Kathmandu.
Okay.
So I hope in 1 year this will be complete.
Okay. All right.
And this Bhaktapur city is very famous for handicrafts here.
Okay.
There are 5 things which is very famous because they product here. For example, like Khanga painting,
Yes.
painted by Tibetan people on cotton canvas with the natural pigment colors. And second thing is very famous here, healing balls for therapy, for meditations. And people call these days as a singing ball. So I hope you have seen also in Kathmandu
Yeah.
Valley. And in Bhaktapur city you also see here, but the real one and fake one. In that place we see fake one and real one. So these days in Kathmandu Valley also people sell as a real for fake ones, okay? So
Okay.
there will be someone who explain us,
Yeah.
who give us an identity, okay? Which one is real and which one is fake, okay? And third thing is very famous for here, kukuri.
Yes.
Kukuri, the national weapon of Nepal,
Yes.
okay? And fourth thing is very famous for wood carvings here. And fifth is very famous Pashmina here.
Pashmina.
Pashmina. So Bhaktapur city is the city of product and Kathmandu is the city of commerce. So little difference is the prices here.
Okay. All right.
Okay, sir, this is like a, okay, you can on your video.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is, we know as a sacrament stone. Okay, that means like a holy, one kind of holy stones.
Okay.
So that means we see people are offering rice, flowers here. Because let's talk in Hinduism like 4,500 to 5,000 years back.
Yeah.
So that time people have not seen any face of god and goddesses, even in stones, even in metal, even in wooden. Okay.
Okay.
So that means people have been worshipping as animisms.
I see.
Okay, for example, for sun, for moon, for water, for tree,
Yeah.
for river, for animals. So this is also one kind of that kind of stones.
Okay.
And this kind of stone we just picked from the holy rivers.
Okay.
So that means people know as a holy stones.
Yeah. Okay.
So that means people from inside where they can see outside everything, and we outside
cannot
people
see.
Cannot
see.
see.
One,
So this is it.
one,
This is the reason.
Okay.
So sir, this looks like as a ringing bell, but actually it's not bell, it's called pinnacle. So pinnacle means which stands on the rooftop of temple. For example,
okay.
there is one.
Yeah.
So this pinnacle has been fell down from somewhere the temple,
Oh, okay.
and one day we will replace there. So we have kept here. Okay.
Okay.
So this is one of the major gods of Hindu. So we know him as a Vishnu.
Yes.
So Vishnu means god of preservations of this universe, sir.
Yeah.
And with him always there will be down Garuda. So Garuda is half bird and half human. So he become a transporter of Vishnu gods.
Okay. Show me.
So if you look on this wall, sir, we see holes here. So that means this has been used as a candlelight
Okay.
in old days. So during any special days or during any special occasions and festival, we see people have used as a candlelights. But
Okay.
it happens just in old days.
Yeah.
But nowadays nobody, no more any used.
Okay.
Because these days we have electric power,
Yes.
electricity, and that means for those devotees people who wants to come to worship for this goddess temples, so they can have a light for evening time.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
Put it in.
And sir, we see two stone statues standing here. They were father and son. So the statue of father we just saw, we have seen outside in Durbar Square,
Yeah.
Bhaktapur city. So because he was the greatest king for the city in 17th century, and after that his son became a king. So his name is Jai Ranajit Malla. Okay. So with him, the king of Gorkha, Prithvi Narayan Shah, who fight.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So and this is the beautiful door example that we can see here. So this means in that time this door has been used for the main entrance for the temple. But these days people have used next place as a big one, because it says that before we go our house, or before we go to inside the temple to worship there, so that means we first need to bow the head to give the respect what is there. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir. So I hope you can take photo up to here, and I'm sorry you cannot take any more photo over there. Okay.
All right.
This is the place we know as a Sundari Chowk. So Sundari means beauty and Chowk means courtyard.
Okay.
So in beautiful courtyard, it takes a bathing by king and queen. Because we see the straight there, we have a golden spot water tap. We see over there the height of goat and where the water falls from there. Okay.
Okay.
So that means taking a shower from holy water or from spring water, Hindu believe that the body become purified, and then we can suppose to go to worship for any temples. So this is their every morning rituals.
Yes.
So before they go to worship any temple, so they go there and change their dress. So here we see the serpents or cobra. So that means they wear for power, for protections, and also we believe that they brings rain. You know?
Okay.
So that's why in every temples in Hinduism or Buddhism you see surrounding of serpents. Yes. Okay. And we have festivals here once a year, like a small ceremony. So we know as a Nag Panchami.
Okay.
So we keep nags, serpents sticking a poster on the door.
Yes.
So,
Why do we worship nuns?
okay, sir. Okay. So it's a good question, sir. Okay. So once a year we worship for serpent or nag, okay, nag or nagins. Okay. So we stick a poster on the top of the door of house, the main door, and we use that time like cow dung.
Yeah.
Okay, we stick by cow dung, and we use Bermuda grass. Okay, and we offer from cow milk. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means from that day, it believes they will keep they will avoid lots of bad disease for human beings.
Okay.
Okay, and it believes we don't need to suffer painful lives, and it believes it brings a welfare for human beings.
Okay.
So this is the reason.
Okay. All right. So which way you go now?
Yeah, we can walk this way.
Okay.
सुख शान्ति होस्, कुनै रोग लाग्न
हजुर।
नहोस् भनेर,
Okay.
दुःख नदियोस् घरमा भनेर।
हजुर। मैले सुनेको त अर्को हो, यो सर्प नागहरू काठमाडौँ भ्यालीमा धेरै पहिला थियो।
शिवजीको पनि होला।
यो शिव भगवानको भगवानहरूसम्म देख्न सकिन्छ। शिवजीको, कृष्ण भगवान,
हजुर।
हैन, अनि हजुर यो विष्णु भगवान यो कोब्रासँग सुत्नुहुन्छ पानीमा है।
हजुर।
अनि यो कृष्ण भगवानलाई उहाँको सानो हुँदाखेरि उहाँको बाले रिभर क्रस गर्दाखेरि त्यतिखेर पानी परेको थियो है। अनि 7 सर्पेन्ट आएर उहाँको कृष्ण भगवानको बडी टाउकोहरू सबै कभर गर्नु।
ए।
त्यही भएर हामी कृष्ण अष्टमी मनाउँछौँ नि।
हजुर।
अनि यस्तो छ हजुरले अब नागको पहिला काठमाडौँ भ्याली खाल्टो होइन, अनि त्यहाँ चाहिँ दुःख दिन्थ्यो, रोग रागहरू आउँथ्यो होइन, किनभने अब नागहरूलाई पूजा नगरेको कारणले। अनि मार्ने कोसिस भएको थियो यताउति भन्ने कहानी पनि छ है। अनि पहिला अब यो काठमाडौँ भ्याली फुल अफ लेक होइन, पानी भएकोले अनि यो उहाँ नै यो मञ्जुश्री भगवान आएर सर्पहरूले दुःख दिन्थ्यो अरे त्यतिखेर हिन्दुजममा।
सर्पले दुःख दिन्छ?
हजुर दुःख, किनभने हामीले वर्सिप गर्दैन थियो, थाहा थिएन नि त। अनि पछि थाहा भयो, अनि त्यहाँ अब यस्तो पूजा गर्नुपर्ने रहेछ नागहरूलाई भनेर चाहिँ नि, अनि उहाँ चाहिँ टाढो जानुभयो। त्यस्तो अब इतिहास
हजुर।
यहाँ राजा रानीहरू नुहाउँथे।
हजुर हजुर, यहाँबाट पानी आउँथ्यो। So water falls from the head of goat. This is called makara, sir.
Makar.
Yeah, makar. Yeah. So makar means
Goi?
it looks like as a design of crocodile.
Oh.
And if you see the top of that crocodile, we see like an elephant tongue. Okay.
Yeah.
And that means what the artist want to show his skill. So the crocodile tried to swallow the body of goat, but it blocked by his horn. Goat
Oh,
horn.
okay.
So this is the-
Yeah.
and this
That's
is like a
interesting.
mythological animals.
Yes.
So we never seen by anyone's crocodile and elephant tongue. You know. So this is like a, tongue, an elephant ko tongue. यो माथिको चाहिँ. And we see mongols, serpents.
So what is Mongo for?
Mongols.
Yeah, mongoose. Oh, mongoose.
Mongols try to eat cobra,
Yes.
snake. So this is the concept.
Okay.
Always enemies, So if there is mongols, then obviously there will be snake.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yes, to make the balance. And this crocodile always live in the water.
Yeah.
So they are like good significations, in Hinduism.
Yeah.
So taking a shower from the mouth of a crocodile, so.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Shivalingis. These people worship as a fertility. And sir, one more thing I would like to explain you. So this is called Shivalingam Yoni.
Yeah.
So top part is male and down part is female.
Yes.
So the combinations of male and female. But if you talk in Hinduism even in Buddhism, I hope. So in old days, the traveler has been used as a compass or GPS.
Yes.
If they were confused, if they were lost the directions, so they come to near to the lingam and they stand there, and they will choose their directions where to go. Okay. Because this little part, long part, face to the north.
North.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You don't know that.
Very
So
Okay.
now you know.
Okay.
And most of the time, if the Shiva god who wants to do meditations, if he wants to do peace, so he choose to go to the Himalayan, to the north, because most of the mountains that we have in Nepal, it's in north side.
Yes.
Okay.
So every single Shivalinga, this part faces to north.
North side.
Everywhere you go.
Most of them, 99%, but sometimes somewhere I think people make wrong. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting. खतरा है खतरा छ 25
सानो बच्चादेखि
अब कता हो?
next square.
Okay.
So sir, this structure looks like as a temple, but actually it's not temple, it's a resting place. So here used to be a temple, but that temple was collapsed by earthquake in 1934.
Okay.
Okay, sir. And later, 35 years to 40 years later, the German people who come to Bhaktapur city, and they did financing here. So this is reconstructed by German people, sir.
Okay.
उसँग बहुत कुरा गर्ने बेला त काट्नु कोसँग
म बोक्नु तिमी अप्ठ्यारो हो
Fine.
And sir, this long building looks like as a palace, but actually it's not palace. So that means that time they have used as a administration's office.
Administration. office.
Administration's office, sir, this one. And
Okay.
these days still that going that way. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
like the
Still an
government
office.
office.
Government office.
The part of government.
Oh, okay.
And some part we have used as a archaeological office as well.
Yes.
Okay, sir. So here we have a temple of goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth and prosperity,
Yeah.
and she is the wife of Vishnu. So this temple also reconstructed after the earthquake 2015.
Uh,
And there is the next temple, sir. So there is a temple of Shilu Mahadev. Shilu Mahadev means the god of Shiva god. Okay, sir. And Shilu Mahadev is a Newari tone language, sir.
Yes.
So to find this god in Nepal, there is a place called Gosai Kundo. So it's like two days to reach there,
Yeah.
by walk there.
Yeah.
So that means those people, the being a time of older, is it? So that means who cannot go to worship that much far place. So they can worship here, and so this is the replica from Gosai Kundo. Have you heard Gosaikundi
Yes.
in Nepal? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So people.
There's a lake, right?
Yeah, there is a lake. It's top up in hill where we have a 5 pond.
Mm-hmm.
Kundal we
Yes.
call in Nepali.
Yeah.
So that day, 2 days or 1 days before, people busy the time of Janepurni.
Yes.
Janepurni, Hindu
Okay,
greatest
yeah.
festival, one of the greatest festival, to go there and take a bath from the pond. And also that day where we change our jane, we put in our right shoulder, the Hindu people.
Yeah.
It's a sacred cotton thread. Okay. So
Okay. Yeah.
Janepurni, sorry. And from few days in Kathmandu Valley, where it starts the festival called Saparu, the Gai Jatra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the biggest festival of Kathmandu Valley.
Yes.
And here used to be also temple, sir. Harishankar God temple, Vishnu and Shiva together.
Okay.
It was also collapsed from earthquake 1934.
1934.
And these days, the local government of Bhaktapur city municipality, they are planning to build here temple.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we have left 2 lines here.
Oh, I see.
Renovated हो यो सबै
Yeah, after the earthquake, 2050.
2015.
But let's talk, to be honest with you, more affected in Kathmandu Valley than Bhaktapur. यहाँ भन्दा पनि काठमाडौँमा धेरै नोक्सान भएको थियो. So sir, after visiting this square, the main square of city, Durbar Square, and just few minutes from here, so we will see the art school of Thangka. We
Okay.
see Tibetan women, how do they make their art.
Okay.
So these days we have seen lots of doing by women the art there. So that means they have learned from their parents, from their husband,
Yeah.
and from relatives,
Okay.
their traditions. And feel free here, so no need to buy there. Kinnu parcha, just get the idea. There is a beside Thangka, there is a beautiful story. Actually, the Kathmandu Valley has been started. The main Thangka we call Pawa. It's a Newari art. Also we see there.
Yes.
Lots of done by the Newari people of Kathmandu.
Okay. Alright.
So the first art of Kathmandu Valley was Newari arts.
Okay.
We call Pawa.
Yeah.
Of good luck, joyful happiness, longevity, wisdom, and the Hindu people, where they can wish lots of things from him. So that means he's got of everything.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
मलाई
one,
गरिसकेँ मैले
हजुर?
आउने बित्तिकै एक
Yeah, yeah,
गरेको
yeah,
मैले
okay, thank
टिका
you.
पनि लगाइसकेँ मैले
So his transporter
मान्छे
is
थियो अघि त।
mouse.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
अघि त पुरोहित पनि थियो टिका पनि थियो
यहाँ चाहिँ गणेशको चाहिँ मङ्गलबार चाहिँ अलि भिड हुन्छ अलि मेनमा यहाँ 4 गणेश छ
हजुर।
यसमा खासै भिड हुँदैन
हजुर।
त्यो सूर्य विनायकमा छ.
नेपाल मेड इन्डिया मेड
Yeah. Everything.
वर्क सुज
Everything. Okay, we are walking Bhaktapur city. Inside the old cobblestone street. It's a little bit rainy today, but that's good. You can see we are walking towards the Durbar square of Nepal, which is a high-story temple, which is also the tallest temple in Kathmandu Valley.
So we can click the video, we can make the video.
Okay. Yeah.
So now we are in a second oldest square of city, and it's also one of the main part of city as well. So in this Tomadi square where we see the tallest temple of Nepal, it's in Bhaktapur city. So the name of temple is Nyata Pola, which is given by the local people of Bhaktapur city. So Nyata means 5 and Pola means story. It means 5 story or 5 pagoda or 5 floor. And it is one of the best example architecture of 5-story pagoda temple. So due to earthquake 2015, so the temple will survive. Okay, so height of this temple is 108 feet height here. Okay,
Okay.
and to consider the temple that has been used like 5 elements, like earth, water, air, fire, sky, sir. And it was built in 17th century during the time of Malla dynasty of Bhaktapur city. And around of this temple, sir, we see on down of roof 528 the bell, Hindu bells.
Okay.
And there are 108 a wooden column or wooden start, okay, sir, to support the temple.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and also it has written in the history, sir, to build this temple 12,000 people have came to Bhaktapur city, and the temple was complete in 7 months. 214 days they have worked for this temple.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the best architecture temple of Taguda, this one. Okay.
Okay.
So, and sir, down of temple we see like some strangers animals in front of temple. So at the bottom where we have 2 wrestlers, so that means they were 10 times longer than normal human beings. They are called Jata and Pata. Okay, it's a Newari word. So they are brothers.
Okay.
And after 2 wrestlers, there we have 2 elephants. So that means they were 10 times longer than normal human beings. Sorry, 10 times longer than 2 wrestlers. Sorry. And 2 lions, they were 10 times longer than 2 elephants.
Oh.
And 2 griffin, they were 10 times longer than 2 lions. And finally 2 stone statues of Hindu gods. They are called Bhagini and Singini. So that means the Bhagini means the god with a tiger head, and Singini means the god with the lion head. So they are called infinity. So that means no one can compare with the gods. So that's why they were top.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and sir, please, there is the next temple. There is the next temple of Bhairav god. Bhairav is the god of terrify as well, and he is the next form of Shiva god, the next manifestation of Shiva god.
Okay.
And this temple also survived 2015 from that earthquake, sir.
Yes.
And it was built in 16th century.
Oh.
So from every morning, the devotees, people of Bhaktapur city, where they visit from that door. You see the door? That's the main door to go inside this temple.
Oh, okay.
And also people also can worship from the outside. So when we see this hanging thing on the temple, it's called ornaments. So in Newari language we call Turan. Okay, sir, Turan. So that means they are decorated with ornaments to make the beauty of temples. And there are some panels, you know, that has been worshipped by Hindu people. We see like their sun, moon, lotus flowers. So they are the one kind of good auspicious in Hinduism.
Okay.
And I have also noticed many times every weekend and Saturday people bring here animal and they do sacrifice here.
Oh,
So
okay.
Bhairav is the god of to do sacrifice.
Yes.
You see? And also people of Bhaktapur city believe that this god become a protector of whole Bhaktapur city living peoples. For example, in Kathmandu there is Kal Bhairav.
Yes.
Okay, so who protect the Kathmandu Valley.
Yes.
This is
Okay.
the one example.
All right. So this concludes your tour.
Sorry, sir.
Finish, oh,
Yeah, almost.
Almost,
So
okay.
I wish if you have good time, so we can wander other places for next visit.
Okay.
So you got my number.
Yes.
So you can contact me for next time.
Okay.
And we will walk like tiny alleyways of city. We see the local lifestyles of Bhaktapur city.
Okay.
And there are more few places to visit more here.
Yeah.
But the time is not enough, so we
Yes.
have. So that's why.
Okay.
So almost finished
Okay.
for now.
All right.
Next